Hypertension, a condition which in medical world is the number one disease right now. Why? Because majority of people are not aware of the condition that they have a hypertension issue because there are no symptoms coming for them. Now hypertension is a condition when your blood pressure has gone up. Now hypertension leads to lot of issues for a person, and in the last survey we saw a few weeks back, in India close to 30% of young adults are hypertensive, and this is for people who are already hypertensive. You add another 30-40% of people who are on the way to become hypertensive in a few years. Now there are a lot of myths around hypertension, and there are a lot of tips that can help you manage hypertension. Now when it comes to issues that you can see hypertension can lead to four major health issues in long run. First, related to your brain stroke, brain damages. Okay. Second is your eyes health, your ocular pressure, the retinopathy. This is something that hypertension has a big impact. Hypertension, if not controlled, can impact your heart. Okay, whether it is blockage, whether it is pressure, whether it is erratic heartbeat, whether it is stroke, whatever it is, it can lead to a lot of heart related issue. And lastly, high hypertension can lead to kidney related issues. Now things that you can do to support on, and these are things that we have seen in a lot of our clients who have been hypertensive. Three things. First, people who have hypertension are also low on vitamin D levels. Okay, and vitamin D sufficiency leads to controlling the pressure in your body. So if you are hypertensive, or if you have a family history, or if you're prone towards it, do check your vitamin D levels and try to boost them up slowly and steadily, not by taking very high dosage. Okay, number one. Number two, fish oil. People who have taken fish oil, their blood pressure has gone down slightly. Okay, not very high drop in the blood pressure, but their cardiovascular health has improved dramatically, which prevents heart related ailments at a later stage. Third, people who have hypertension, they should definitely try to take some form of CoQ10 as a supplement. Obviously you need to check with your practitioner or doctor or a coach on the dosage and the duration, but taking CoQ10 helps you. It's very critical for the endothelial lining, that lining of your blood vessels. So high blood pressure ruptures those lining, whereas CoQ10 helps to protect those lining, and also it helps to generate more energy for your body, for you to burn more things. So it is very important that if you are hypertensive, you speak to your doctor and check whether you need CoQ10 as a supplemental form in your routine. Now some myths around hypertension. Okay, a lot of people say that, and I'm seeing a lot of reels these days where people saying if hypertension, avoid salt. Okay, decrease your sodium intake. Now you have to remember, sodium is needed for the osmotic pressure in the body. If you don't have sodium, your metabolism will also drop. Your ability to fight, your immune system's dysregulation goes up. Okay, so you need sodium. Now you don't need to reduce sodium to control your hypertension. Obviously you need to reduce processed food which has got too much of salt, hidden salt and sodium, but what you need is to increase the potassium level. Now sodium and potassium works like a seesaw. So one balances the other. Okay, and it is needed for the osmotic pressure so that nutrient can go in and the toxins can come out of the cell. Okay, now you need more potassium. You might be getting a lot of, you may say that I eat a lot of fruits, I eat a lot of vegetables, I do a lot of raw diet, but still my potassium levels are not high, because you might be taking some diuretics. Okay, you might be taking certain medicines which are causing your potassium to go down, or you would definitely be low on magnesium levels, and if you've taken high doses of vitamin D, your magnesium level might be low. So you need proper magnesium to have a balance of sodium and potassium. Okay, you don't need to reduce your sodium until unless you are in a very specific case. You don't need to reduce your sodium, but you need to increase your potassium levels. That's number one point. Number two, a lot of people say I was hypertensive, I started doing high intensity exercises and it will help me to build muscles, it will help me to get healthier. Exercise is important, but high intensity exercise can lead to higher cortisol. Okay, because that's a natural response, you can't change it. But your higher cortisol can lead to issue in your body. Okay. uh, uh, when you do excess exercise, cortisol goes up. When the cortisol goes up, your body's immune system get response and your pressure increases. So if you are hypertensive, resort to things like yoga, stretching, movement. Okay, you don't have to do a high intensity exercise for a long duration. Third myth that a lot of people say, that reduce saturated fat in diet. Okay, no, you, in a lot of cases, we have seen people with high blood sugar and insulin resistance, and if we stop grains, simple carbohydrates, replace that food with low glycemic food, okay, and healthy natural fats, you don't need to reduce uh, uh, saturated fats. Okay, what you need to do is you have to check if your fasting insulin levels are high. When I say high, it does not mean 27, 30 in your reference range. If it is above 7, 8 and you are hypertensive, you need to reduce your blood sugar levels. That's the key. Okay. A lot of people say, I need to take calcium supplements. Okay. Or I take a lot of calcium supplements. A lot of women take calcium supplements, saying, okay, excess calcium supplement lead to a lot of cardiovascular disease. Okay, especially when you're not taking calcium along with vitamin D or magnesium or vitamin K2. Okay, so what you should do is calcium as a supplement form only if somebody has labeled you as an osteoporosis patient or your levels are critically low. Otherwise, you should look at supplementing calcium through natural sources, till, tahini, makhana. Okay, these are good sources of natural calcium. Now, you will not eat too much of it. You will not take high dosage, but you will definitely get enough for your body to perform well. Now, if you're taking calcium in a supplement form, okay, for whatever reasons your doctor knows and you decide to take calcium for certain reasons, don't take high dosage at a single dose. If you're eating a tablet, break the tablet into 3 parts and split it throughout the day. Okay, split it around the day and then take, so that your body can absorb. Otherwise, it will lead to a lot of challenges. Last thing that you can do, if you have hypertension, a lot of people say, what can I do? Add food which is rich in nitrate. Nitrate will dilate your lining. It will reduce the blood pressure because it increases the flow. Okay, nitrate, you get it in beetroots. Okay, so if you have hypertension or you are prone towards it, add half a beetroot raw, not steamed or cooked, but raw in your diet in form of juice or salad or just like that. Okay, things like celery will help you. Things like cucumber will help you. Things like a lot of green vegetables will help you. Okay, lemon essential oil will help you. Adding these things, we have seen a lot of people reverse their hypertension. They control and they reverse without having to take all those medicines which only suppress your condition. In the net, everything will depend on your lifestyle. Okay, you need to go back to the basics. You need to understand why you as a person has hypertension. Not that I have hypertension, what should I do? You should understand the root cause. It can be that your magnesium levels are low and you've been reducing salt. Reducing salt will impact your metabolism in a longer run. You will have high blood sugar levels eventually, leading to other issues. So instead of focusing on that, look at reducing or increasing your magnesium level to reduce your hypertension as a case. Have a wonderful afternoon, everyone. Till next time, eat wisely, breathe deeply, relax fully, and live more freely. Namaste.